Okay, so here's our next flipped classroom lesson. This is Unit 6, Lesson number 2. And what we're going to be looking at is we're looking at telling time. And we're going to use an analog clock to help us. So it's the clock that we see in all the classrooms in this school to help us. Now this is an interactive one right here. It's already kind of going here, and this is the actual time right now when I'm doing this video. And right now, you can see 3 hands here. And we have this long red hand that's ticking. Obviously this is the second hand, so this will always kind of be in motion that we can see. We have a smaller hand, this is the hour hand, and then we have a longer hand, which is the minute hand. You can see it just moved a little bit once it got to the 12 there, that second hand. So this hour hand is in between 1 and 2. It's not at 2 quite yet, it will be, but right now it's in between 1 and 2. Because it's not at 2 yet, right now it's 1 o'clock, and now we're going to look at the minute hand. We want to know what time it is for the minutes. Well, we can count by 5s. Every little segment here is 5. And I always start here at 12 and count by 5. So if I go to 5, 10, to 15, to 20, to 25, to 30. So if this long hand here was at 6, it'd be 1:30, but it's not. It's at the 10. So 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's approximately 1:50 right now as I'm doing this video. Okay, and that will change. Now this one is interactive as well. I can move around the hands to determine what time it is. Now I'm not going to worry about the second hand because that's, I'll see that at 12 o'clock here. But let's play around with some time here. And we'll start off with this one here. So whenever we tell time, we always need to look at the smallest hand first. And right now, this small hand is pointing to 3. So it's 3 something. I don't know what it is yet. Now I'm going to look at the longer hand, which is the minute hand. And because it's at 12, 12 is actually 0. 0. Okay, I'll put that up there. If it was at the 1, it'd be 0, 5. This would be 10. This would be 15. This would be 20. So again, I'm just counting by, I'm counting by 5s, right? This would be 25. This would be 30. 35. Oops, sorry. 40, 45, 50, and then 55, and then back up to 0, 0. We wouldn't say 60. It stops at 60. So I'll line this up, and this will help us determine. So these numbers I just typed in would go after the colon. When we deal with time, we have the hour. In this case, it's 1. We have a colon that separates the hour and the minutes, and here it's 50. Now you can see it's changing still here. Alright, so I'll line this up. This will help us out here. So it's a lot easier. Right now it's the hour hand is 3. The minute hand is pointing to 12, which is 0. 0. Okay? So that's that one there. Let's change the hour hand. I'll put, oops, sorry. The minute I'll go here, and the hour I'll go in between there. So now again, same idea. We want to look at the smaller hand first, which is the hour hand. Now the hour hand is in between 5 and 6. It's not at 6 yet. So because it's not at 6 yet, it's still 5 o'clock. It's 5 something. I'm going to look at the minute hand. I can count by 5s, or I can just look here. Anytime this minute hand is at 8, it will always be 40, like that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay? So when you see the clock like this, it's 5, 40. Let's do another one. Let's take the hour hand. Let's put it here. We'll take the minute hand and we'll put it here. So again, always start with the smaller number. The hour hand is in between 9 and 10. It's not at 10 yet, so because it's not at 10, it still has to be 9 o'clock So it's 9 something. Now I look at the minute hand. The minute's pointing to the 4. So I can count by 5s, or I can just look here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So whenever that minute hand is pointing to the 4, it will always be a 20. And this time is 9:20. So tomorrow we'll have this up in the classroom on the smartboard. You can use it and manipulate it. We'll have some manipulatives as well, some smaller clocks you can use to do this work. But basically, using an analog clock, which is this here, we're going to determine the time using the clock, what time it is. Now you can see here at the video, we started at 1:50. We ended at, the hour hand is still in between 1 and 2. It's not quite 2 yet. So it is 2. Now I look at this hand here, it's pointing to 11. I don't have the numbers here, but if I look over here, anytime the minute hand is at 11, it will always be 55. So this video was just over 5 minutes long because the elapsed, whoops, sorry, it should be a 1 there, sorry. 1:55. Okay, so just over a minute long. So take some time, review at home using an analog clock on your own, and we'll do some more work with this. But that's pretty much our work tomorrow, is how to work with this clock here. Okay, so take time, review it, and have a great night.